Well, hello YouTube, and welcome back to Everything RV with Dave. So I moved to Codorus State Park over by Hanover, Pennsylvania, and I'll be here for just a day or so, but I've had something interesting happen. When I left French Creek, my truck started acting up, and when I got over here to Codorus, I went to Advanced Auto and let them pull a code off, and I had a number one cylinder was misfiring. So I went ahead and changed out the coil pack for number one and the spark plug, and that didn't seem to help. So I went ahead and took it somewhere and let someone look at it, and they spent an hour and a half looking at it, and they couldn't figure it out. So the truck is running. I think I can still pull the RV with it. I think I'm going to still try to head towards home. Let's hope I make it. But, you know, it is what it is. I've taken it two different places, did some work with it. I think it's time to try to get it back home, take it to a Ford dealer in around my house, and that way I can find out what's wrong with it. But in the meantime, I wanted to show you a little bit about this Codorus State Park. So far, I've seen it's a nice little park. We can start here right at the beginning. When you pull into the park, there's the dump station, and they have two different places for you to dump. It is a little bit older state park. There are 4 loops. There's A and B and C and D. Now the first loop I want to show you will be A loop. So as we come down here, we're looking at A loop. And I'm going to use my truck today because I'm only here for tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to take off. So I'll say a pretty quick drive through A, because A is all non-electric. This would be good for somebody that just wants to, camp, tent camp probably, or, they don't want any utilities. But A loop is all non-electric, and it's a lot of these sites on all the loops are in the woods until you get to D loop. D loop is opened up. That's where I'm at. I'm over on D, and I actually like my site. As I'm driving through A, I will tell you something about the restroom, especially over on D loop. It's actually one of the nicer restrooms that I've ever had in a state park. I really was impressed with how they've done that. So we're up to 33, 34, and as you can see, they're just smaller sites, but it's non-electric. Okay, on B loop, from 43 through 47 and 71 to 80 are 50 amp. That's on B loop. And on 48 to 69 on B loop is full hookups. So on 30 amp, we have 30 amp and 50 amp are 96 to 105. So you've got a little bit of everything over here on B loop. And I think they'll be a little bit busier. This is a Thursday, so it's not the weekend yet. I mean, I'm looking at 26 foot trailers in here. I see a little scamp over here. It's nice to see the Ranger out walking around. This B loop looks pretty nice. And again, if you're looking to come here, you check the website, and it will show you all the power options. But I'm looking at I'm seeing some of the sites over here, like 61 is full hookups. It looks like 63. So, you know, there are some full hookups with sewer, water, and electric. And again, throughout this B loop, they're going to have 30 amp, 50 amp, full hookups as we continue on down through here. And it looks like we got 80 sites over here in the B loop. And C loop is 81 to 144. And some of these sites are non-electric. These first ones that I'm seeing here in the C loop. So there are some here that are non-electric. Now I'm seeing some electric starting at 87. Again, no sewer. Yeah, 87, 88. Yeah, now we're getting into the C loop with electric. Let's see what I've marked down here for you. Yeah, the C loop 130 to 144 is non-electric. 145 to 172 is 50 amp, and the rest is 30 amp. So again, it's a mixture. It's getting later in the afternoon, and the camp host told me that if I go on down the gravel road towards the area where they put kayaks tonight, it's kind of clear and I should have a real nice sunset. So I think that's what I'll do after I show you D loop, is plan on going over there and maybe seeing a beautiful sunset. And they even have, I see an ert. So now we're coming out of C loop, and now we're going to go into D loop, and you'll notice a D loop is opened up here. D loop is 145 to 172 is 50 amp. The rest is 30 amp. I'm on a 30 amp one. But now there's no shade here, but you know, it's kind of opened up, and you know, you're up here on top of the hill, and I kind of like this. There's the restroom right there. I will show you a little in the men's restroom. There's my Flagstaff. I'm right over here next to the restroom and the trash bin, and you know, that's 156, and that's a nice site. 30 amp electric. Yeah, fairly level. Didn't have to do too much. And most of these are pretty good size sites. You know, considering it's on a hillside, they're level. They're not too bad. They could have been a lot worse. But as I'm looking now, here's one 168 has some slope down away from the road, but it, you know, not terrible. The 169 that had a little slope down to the road. I mean, here's some people setting up a type C, and you can see that they had to put some blocks in on the front wheel to kind of level it up. Although I do like the woods, I really like the D loop. And now we're coming back around, back over into where C loop is. So here's the men's restroom, and you know, for an older state park, I mean, this is pretty nice. And we have a couple commodes, and you know, some nice showers. One thing I like about the showers is that the water is adjustable. It's not one of those ones you push it, and it shuts off. So as far as a state park, this is really nice restrooms. So right off of D Loop, where the restroom is, there's this gravel road, and it's supposed to go down to a kayak launch. Let's take a little walk and see what we find. I think these are pretty much tent areas. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how many more is out there, but yeah, I was right. Here's somebody came over and set up a tent down in this area. Here's another set up with tent. Hi, how you doing? So here I am with a group of people that are tent camping down in this loop. How do you like it so far?
Oh my gosh, look around.
Yeah, it's
like,
really
we have
nice,
the best
isn't
spot
it?
Here.
Yeah.
And like the sun is right there, so it hits our area perfectly.
Yeah, very nice, isn't it?
Yeah, we chose a spot by the water, so we're very close to the water.
Well, that's where we're going to try to end up on this part of the video. So, been very nice talking
Dave,
to you.
nice to meet you.
Very
Take
good.
care.
We'll talk to you a little later.
All right.
So that was pretty nice. Those people are really having a good time. They're from Baltimore, so they really liked it over here. They just got here today. So this loop is absolutely for tent camping. So I see so far we're up to 9 spots. Yeah, here we go. We're coming down. It looks like there's a little loop down here. It looks like they have 15 spots down here. So there'd be 15 places to camp with a tent. But it's quiet. It's very nice. Even up in the D Loop where I'm at, it's awfully quiet. Of course, it is the middle of the week. I would imagine that on weekends it might get a little bit noisier. Yeah, there's a little beach down here. We might get a good sunset tonight. Let's hope so. Yeah, you could come down here and launch a kayak. I don't know if you want to do much more than that. It looks like that's a little boat ramp. But man, I don't know if I'd want to put something too big down there. And they're showing you the different fish. There's pikes, muskie. Yeah, there's bass in here, perch. That's nice. A couple picnic tables. A little beach, which is kind of nice. And then a portion of the lake. And the sun's getting ready to go down. There's another little view of the picnic area with the picnic tables. So that's a little look at Codorus State Park over in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Nice little state park. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.